Travel these days is not cheap. Between gas prices making road trips feel like luxury cruises and airlines jacking up ticket prices, it can feel like you're spending half your paycheck just to get out of town. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that expensive. A lot of us are throwing money out the window without even realizing it. Sometimes it's small stuff, booking at the wrong time, forgetting about hidden fees, or not checking if there's a cheaper airport nearby. And other times, we're just doing way too much and wasting precious time that could have been used relaxing or exploring. That's why today we're diving into some of the best travel hacks out there, stuff that can actually save you real cash and maybe even put a little money back in your pocket while you're on the road. Let's jump right in. First thing you should be thinking of is how to get yourself into the airport lounge. This is one of the biggest travel flexes that way too many people are overlooking. Airport lounges. And no, we're not talking about those sad little benches near Gate 37 where you're fighting for an outlet. We're talking about actual lounges, like free food, comfy chairs, strong Wi-Fi, and sometimes even showers kind of lounges. If you've never been in one, listen up. These lounges are hands down one of the best ways to eat well, relax, and feel like an upgraded human while traveling. And the best part? You don't even need to fly first class to get in. Most premium travel credit cards, the ones with names like Venture X or Platinum, come with lounge access as one of their perks. A lot of them are connected to Priority Pass, which gives you access to a network of lounges all over the world. And while not every lounge is 5-star fancy, you can usually count on free snacks. Think fruit, chips, cookies, and endless coffee. But if you're lucky enough to land in one of the good lounges, full-on buffets. Now let's name drop a little, because some of the best lounges out there aren't even run by airlines. They're run by banks. Capital One lounges are next level, and if you've got the Venture X Rewards credit card, you get in for free. Unlimited access, no day passes, no begging, just swipe in and live your best travel life. There are also Chase Sapphire lounges rolling out, and of course, the iconic Amex Centurion lounges that are basically the Beyoncé of airport lounges. Oh, and here's a little-known gem. If you've got a credit card that gets you into Delta Sky Clubs, don't just think it's a pre-flight thing. Most people assume you can only go in before you fly, but plot twist, you can actually access the Delta Lounge after your flight too. So if you've got a layover or just want to chill before heading to baggage claim, you're golden. Once you're in, it's all you can eat, all you can drink, no questions asked. And lounges aren't just about food. Many of them come with faster Wi-Fi, private workspaces, and if you're in an international terminal, maybe even showers, spa services, or mini gyms. Yeah, gyms, in an airport. You'd be surprised. Pro tip? Get to the airport early. Like, intentionally. Give yourself a solid hour or two to take full advantage of the perks. It's a way better vibe than rushing through security and eating overpriced trail mix at the gate. Of course, these cards are expensive to get, and it only makes sense to have them if you travel a lot. If you're only traveling once or twice a year, then this is probably not for you. Next, you want to make sure you pack snacks. Not everyone has time to swing by a local market while traveling, and honestly, that's okay. If you're trying to avoid overpriced airport food or sketchy vending machine options, packing your own snacks from home is seriously the move. And if you're smart about it, you can stay full without weighing down your luggage. You want to go for snacks that actually keep you satisfied, like jerky, protein bars, or even trail mix with a good dose of nuts. These are clutch because they don't take up much space, don't require prep, and won't leave you feeling like you just ate a bag of air. Just double-check the labels. Some of those protein bars are basically candy bars in disguise. Now, a lot of high-protein options, like deli meats or those egg white wraps from Egg Life, do need to be kept cold. But hey, If your hotel room comes with a mini fridge, you're still in the game. Also, bottled water is one of those things that seems cheap until you realize you've spent $25 on it in 2 days. If you've got access to clean tap water, just bring your own canteen. Even better, grab a collapsible water bottle. It folds up, fits in your pocket or bag, and won't get you stopped at airport security. So yeah, planning your snacks and drinks might not be glamorous, but it'll save you time, money, and the stress of trying to find something halfway decent in the middle of nowhere. This next tip not only saves you money, but also puts extra money in your hands. Booking oversold flights. You know when you're at the airport, standing at your gate, and suddenly the gate agent gets on the loudspeaker with that slightly desperate announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for volunteers to take a later flight in exchange for travel credit. Yeah, they try to make it sound calm and polite, but what they're really saying is, help, we oversold this flight and now we're scrambling. Here's the part most people miss. That moment, that's actually a golden opportunity, because if you're the one to step up and say, sure, I'll take the next flight, you could walk away with some serious perks. We're talking travel credits, hotel vouchers, food, and in some cases, actual cash. There are stories out there of people getting up to $10,000 in airline credit for giving up their seat on an oversold flight. No joke, it doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. So, how do you increase your chances of being that lucky person? Well, there's actually a little strategy to it. If you want to get on an oversold flight, you need to travel when everyone else is trying to travel too. That means Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays, especially during summer or the holiday season when demand is sky high. These are the days when airlines are most likely to overbook flights to account for no-shows, but sometimes everyone actually shows up. And boom, chaos. Next, you want to look for mid-morning flights, especially the ones that show only a few seats left when you're booking. Early morning and late-night flights tend to be less packed, but that sweet spot around 10 a.m. to noon, that's where the magic happens. If it looks like it's already filling up, that's a good sign. And yes, this does require a little flexibility. You've got to be willing to adjust your schedule a bit if you're hoping to play the bump and score game. Also, and this one's important, use the kiosk at the airport, not just the mobile app. Why? Because if the flight is already overbooked, the kiosk will usually ask if you're open to volunteering. Sometimes it'll even let you put in a number, like, how much would it take for you to give up your seat? That's your chance to throw in a reasonable bid or see if you can hit the jackpot. Once you're at the gate, ask the agents if they're still looking for volunteers. Don't be pushy. Just let them know you're down to help if they need someone. Then stick around. If the flight is full, and especially if people are still checking in late, there's a solid chance they'll need you. And if you get picked, congratulations! You just scored free travel credit and in some cases, a nice little vacation fund. The next tip is to book hotel rooms on points. It's honestly almost always a good idea to spend your hotel points instead of hoarding them like treasure. Booking with points instead of cash is one of the smartest ways to take a vacation without dipping into your savings. But there's more to it than just saving money. First off, let's talk about those annoying resort fees. You know, those extra charges hotels sneak in for using the pool, the gym, or even the Wi-Fi? Some of those can go over $50 a night, which adds up fast. But certain hotel loyalty programs skip those fees completely if you're booking with points. Hilton Honors and World of Hyatt are two examples where you can dodge those extra charges just by using your points. Major win. Some programs even reward you for booking on points. Take Marriott Bonvoy, for example. If you stay 5 nights in a row on points, they'll give you the cheapest night free. That's like an automatic discount just for staying longer. Hilton does something similar too. If you're at least a Silver Elite member, your 5th night is free when you book entirely with points. This next one will help make your trip less expensive and more fun. Another tip is to plan your own trip. You could pay someone $100 to take you and a bunch of strangers to an outdoor market, where you'll walk around in a pack of 15 or more, trying to pretend it's a cultural experience while snapping photos you'll never look at again. Or you could just grab a $4 bus ticket, go solo, and explore at your own pace without sticking out like a full-on tourist. Don't get me wrong, organized tours can be cool. But sometimes they're just expensive ways to do something you could have figured out with a quick Google search and a little confidence. That said, there are actually some legit city tours out there that are totally free and way more worth your time. These walking tours are usually run by locals who actually know their stuff, and they're perfect for getting a quick feel for the city's history, layout, and vibes. You'll learn way more than you would wandering aimlessly, or worse, blindly following Google Maps. Now, here's the catch. They're free to join, but the guides work for tips. So yeah, don't be that guy who dips out without throwing some cash their way. Even $10 or $20 can go a long way, especially if the tour was actually good, which, honestly, a lot of them are. You can also book overnight flights and buses to save on lodging. You see, overnight flights and buses are kinda the ultimate travel hack. Like, not only are you getting from point A to point B while you sleep, but you're also skipping the cost of a hotel for the night. That's right, you're basically sleeping for free while making moves. Think about it. If you book an overnight flight from one city to another, or hop on a night bus from Prague, that's one less night you have to pay for a bed. And if you plan it right, you'll wake up in a new city, ready to explore, without wasting a single daylight hour. Now, let's be real. Sleeping on planes or buses isn't always a dream, but with the right gear, total game changer. All you need is a solid eye mask, some great earplugs, and a cozy hoodie or sweatshirt to keep you warm. Bonus points if you've got a neck pillow that doesn't make you look like a confused astronaut. This last one is not for everyone, but it's very important. Get discounts with your student ID. If you still have your student ID lying around, don't sleep on it. That little card can actually save you a ton of money. Student discounts aren't just some rare perk. They're everywhere, from train tickets to museum admissions, all over the world. Take the metro in New York, for example. A student ticket there costs less than half of what an adult pays, so you're basically getting a front row pass to some of the best art in the world without breaking the bank. Seriously, it's one of those underrated travel hacks that can add up fast if you're hitting multiple spots. So, yeah, if you qualify, flash that ID proudly and start cashing in on those savings. It's a simple way to stretch your travel budget without missing out. So, what do you think about this? Also, did we miss anything? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this.